Alright. Just double checking a few things before I get the stream started. And fixing any last minute audio issues. Hold on, I'm going to sneeze. Alright, without further ado. Hello everyone, my name is Oros, and this is Schedule 1. Basically, every streamer's plan B if they don't, the streaming gig doesn't work out. It's also my plan B if the 2 day jobs I have don't work out. For any FBI agents listening, that was a joke. Anyways, let's get to it. I don't really have any plans for the stream. I just want to chill and sell shit. Might need to turn down some audio. Good enough. Alright. I don't know why I said I don't really have any plans for the stream, besides just get money and get rich. Where's my dealer? That's Peter. I don't want to talk to him. Oh yeah, Benji's the one next door. Okay. Trade. He has 1 weed. I gotta get him some more weed. Fuck. Alright, I'll take it. I need to start selling the sourdough. It's not sourdough, it's sour diesel. There we go. Product, let's go ahead and put that on a market. I have it for... I have the OG for 50. Let's go for sour diesel at 55. And I'm gonna just keep a little bit on me for safekeeping. Benji, collect earnings, do that. Sour diesel. Hello, Austin. Here is 4. There we go. Anyways, mix a strain worth at least $60. I don't really know what to do besides combine a bunch of random shit. I'll just use one as a sour diesel for, I guess, experimentation. Or take one nugget, put it in there. And I need to buy more plastic baggies. Okay. I need to buy one of those, like, automatic packing stations. That would be great. Alright, behind the construction site, it's not too far. Benji's out dealing. Okay. That's Joy's. Behind the construction site, my ass. Oh, that construction site. Damn. Hey, Doris, here is 3 weed. Pleasure doing business. Oh yeah, soil. I need to plant shit. I'm a dumbass. And I'm probably not going to get that all grown anytime soon today, so... Crisp $20 bill. Do you have an automatic packing station? I guess the plan now is to just, like, do the mixing mania fuckery. Damn it, I almost made the bridge. Oh, whatever. Tattoos. Oh god. Yeah, maybe I should hold off. You know what? I don't want to feel stingy. I'm just gonna check on my plants and see how that's doing. I should get more soil. Ooh, extra long life soil. Alright. Add one of those, and then let's go with 3 of the long life soil. And then just buy as many plastic baggies as I can with the company card. Alright, I can get like 20 at a time. Unless I put the weed away, and then I'll just go get as many as I fucking want. Officer. And 80 plastic baggies. Mrs. Ming. Alright. Let's see what she won. 3 sour diesel. Bumped up to 200. Two of the OG counter offer $5 more. Alright. Time to get all my weed and just go for it. Let's see, 4 OG Kush. Pleasure doing business. Next to Bud's Bar. Please tell me it's behind Bud's Bar. Okay. complete deal for 3 weed. Which construction site was it? Hey, Trent, 2 of the OG Kush. Have a good day. Right, now time to head to the mini mart to just buy random ingredients. And I can't purchase shit. It's still weird that you could buy horse semen at $9 a gallon. Damn it, I almost cleared the stairs. Okay. Let's get inside. Alright, get this in the mixing station. Sour diesel and flu medicine. Refreshing and sedating. I don't know if that's what she wants. Shiny asp. I'm just clicking the randomizer, but... Alright, let me also turn the game down a bit. Because it's picking up me clicking my mouse. What is refreshing and sedating? Turkey. Thanksgiving. Fuck fest. Or Diddy. No, I can't call it Diddy. Why do I want to call it roofies? Granddaddy ass blaster. Sure, it's a... Alright, put a donut in with the granddaddy ass blaster, and we'll get a... calorie dense, we'll call this a Thanksgiving fuck fest. If I can add one more thing, I'll get that, Oh shit, it's late night. Okay. Alright, take the shitty soil, or take the long-lasting soil, put it in there. Where the fuck are the... Oh, there's the lights. Okay. Alright, get one more thing for the mixer, and then head to the wharf. Hey Keith, how you doing? Here's 2 of the OG Kush. And it's 4 a.m. What if I just add some painkillers to it? Thank you very much. And let's open a beer as I jump down the stairs. Okay, that time I actually cleared it. That was pretty... that was fun. Alright. Got the OG Kush, and then let's mix the Thanksgiving Fuckfest with the paracetamol. 1 pill. Don't want to go too crazy. Sneaky. What? The... Huh. Gorilla smegma. Strawberry McLovin. I like that's a good name. Sexy dick. Tokyo Gum. I don't like any of these names, but I'm not feeling creative at the moment to, like, to just come up with something decent. A Tokyo Shart. Talk to Uncle Nelson on a payphone. Alright. I'm just gonna package up this sour diesel and go to sleep. Damn it. There we go. Alright, let's find a payphone. $10K in earnings, not bad at all. Soon you'll have the capital needed to start manufacturing meth. But first you're gonna need to purchase some equipment. I haven't even moved on to the other weed strands. I've just been making the same 2 weeds. Now you want me to make meth. Your best bet for getting the tools you need is the warehouse. It's a local spot where you can do business with like-minded individuals, weapons, specialized equipment, workers for hire, all the good stuff. It's a big brick building behind a liquor store. Head down there and see if you can mosey your way in. Just keep in mind they'll only let you in once you built a solid brick for yourself. Can I go there right now? Well, let me do one of 2 things. First, let me try and sell to that other mini-mart worker. And I'm stuck. Hey, Javier. Wrong person. Yeah, I probably can't go there right now. Can I? First I gotta dodge the cops. That's the... Oh, there's a flashlight button. that's good to know. Sleep time. Time for sleep. Let's crack open a beer. Hoodlum 5, baby. I'm getting rid of this old ass packing station. Put that there. Can I sell this? Alright. First and foremost, let's just, let's sell this OG Kush, or at least give it to the dealer. Benji's out dealing. That's great. Hey, Mac. Free sample? 92% chance of success with the Tokyo Shart. Yes. Oh, I need to go to the front of the warehouse. I'm a little dumb. Anyway. Well, I could definitely afford the sour diesel. Benji, my boy. Trade some items. You have 4 sour diesel. I don't have OG Kush. Got shit, we'll buy it. Need junk, we'll sell it. I like those answers. Insert items where... How does this work? How do I get that other packing station? Oh, that's done. Oh, shit. I'm gonna just put it on the company card. Dean, give me a mixing station. Big boy mixing station. Or, I mean, packing station. 20... thing. There we go. And rotate conveyor, space to drop product. Okay. This process is already so much more streamlined. I keep 20 sour diesel on me. Okay, both of them are at the construction site, so... Hey, Meg. Here is one weed. And Joyce here is 3 weed. And there is a police blockade right there. That's great. Can I come in? Alright, there we go. Just have to wait until 6 p.m. I guess I could grow a new batch by then. Maybe start a... Probably start stockpiling stuff. I have one of each of those. I could definitely be selling more shit. I was just like... I kind of want to wait until I get more of those hanging grow tents. Two of those, and 20 of those. And I think that's an order for 4 sour diesel. That's loud. Let's see, messages. I want to order dead drop. I can only order 10 items. Let's just complete this deal for Bud's Bar first, and then see how things go. Alright, Kathy, here is 4 sour diesel. Now I can go do crime. Opening hours 6 p.m. and 6. I was too late for that. Manny? I'm new in town. Manny, I'm the local fixer. You look and hire workers, you talk to me. How much does it cost to hire someone? Depends on what sort of talent you need. Cleaners, packagers are pretty cheap. Bonus a bit more, and chemists are the most expensive. Good to know. Stan, the weapons dealer. Howdy, buddy. If you come looking for protection, you come to the right place. What do you sell? Melee weapons, blunt, sharp, and of course firearms. Ammo too, I get more stuff in stock every now and then. Are these weapons legal? Yeah, more or less. Most of them are probably not completely non-legal. That's a legal clusterfuck. A revolver and an M1911. That maybe they'll add more guns whenever this game gets updated. Hello there. You smell nice. Thanks. You're welcome, friend. If you need special equipment or supplies, Oscar has what you need. What sort of stuff do you sell? Special equipment and supplies. Okay. Ooh, this is pretty good. Mixing station, chemistry station, lab oven. And it's curfew. That's great. Ooh, I can buy LED glow lights. I like that. Alright, add 4 of those. Add 2 of these. You know, add 4 moisture pots. I'll be back for these pots. That was close. Not right now. Can I bump up the price by this much? Yes. I don't need a new sprinkler system. I just realized I paid extra for the shit I already had. Crap. It's whatever. Anyway, Albert Hoover, dead drop. Let's just order 2 of each. In about 4 hours. Okay. In the meantime... That's ready to go. Just hide in the ditch. Hello, Kim. Here is a 5 sour diesel. I definitely scammed the shit out of her. That is $70. Or $140 for... what is certainly overpriced weed. I don't have the OG. Shit. Right. 4 metal pots, or actually, yeah, they are metal pots. It's one of those. I'll go ahead and just buy 2 pot sprinklers. Fuck. I'm really hoping I just lose them in the loop. Nice. I filled the wrong buckets, didn't I? Oh no, I filled the right one. Okay. Alright, grab it beyond the supermarket. Good enough. Oh, it's 4 a.m. Almost made it. I don't have inventory space. Fuck. Alright, let's do a little bit of finagling. Alright, sell those 2 pots. But first I gotta get rid of this, trash. I'm gonna just put the wheat on a different shelf and grab the rest of that, and that's that. Okay. I guess pick up some trash along the way to make up for things. Who just leaves a bong on the side of the fucking street? It's so wasteful. Right. All the weed has been acquired. Right now I could start growing everything. I thought I paid off my debt. Fuck it. Great. Now that my debt's paid off, I will need to order another debt drop. Alright, once I go to bed, it should be ready. Yeah, let's do the trash thing just before it glitches out. $39. I'm pretty sure I missed all the trash in my apartment. There it is. Sleep time. Pillar 1. Very nice. Potential customer Jerry Montero. Okay. First things first. I guess I could sell some of this shit. There we go. Alright. Give Benji the OG cushion, a sour diesel. I forgot to grab the other weed. I didn't realize I had an open inventory slot. Alright, Benji, here you go. You have a lot of things, or you have some left. Let me replenish you. Right, head to the pawn shop. I like to sell some stuff. 2 of these, 2 of that, and start. 150? I'll take it. Sure. Can I sell you? That's Mick. As much as I don't want to sell my product, or the stock right now, it's just like, this is a lot of money. Right, alleyway behind the laundromat. I have a lot of extra sour diesel. Counter offer. Right. That's selling off all the OG Kush and then some of the sour diesel in stock. Get the green crack in production. I'm just putting it all on the shelf until I make these deals. Hello! How's it going? I'm doing alright, just kind of taking it easy, and... Oh, thank you for the follow! Yeah, I'm not up to much, just, playing some Schedule 1 by myself. Nice. Yeah, I'm kind of just doing a solo, like a solo map at the moment. I have other maps where I play with, like, co-workers and whatnot, but, I just want to do something for myself. Doris. But yeah, it's a fun game. It's chill. Oh god, he's got a knife. Yeah, I'm trying my best to clean the roads. I didn't realize I'd be shanked by my own, like, unruly customers. I tried to sell him some weed and he just didn't listen. I just got stabbed. But yes, I am a good citizen. Cleaning the roads is very nice. Especially when it pays me money. I'll live, it's just a flesh wound. You know, this is probably why I need to carry weapons, because, unruly customers. I've never had that happen before, where it's just like a customer would just randomly come up and shank me. Never saw a male bunny ever in an anime? Yeah. That's, Or I want to say there was maybe one in, like, an old, like, fruits basket. But, I can't really remember. At least I think he was a boy. I don't know, it's hard to tell in anime nowadays. But yeah, I want to say, like, within anime there was at least... There's got to be, like, at least one, like, bunny boy character. But yeah, in all honesty, it's just, like... I chose, like, Rabbit VTuber thing because it's just, like, there were just way too many cat boys out there, and... I just wanted to be different. But yeah, I don't think male bunny is a very... It's not a very common thing. I don't think I've ever seen it in, like... very modern settings. I feel like I'm very much trying to think of just, like, when has there ever actually been, like, male bunnies in a actual anime? Cat males don't like that. Or, I mean... Cat boys will always be good, it's just like, there are way too many of them. So it's just like whenever I was coming up with this VTuber idea, I just did not want to create another Catboy. I'm gonna turn the master volume slightly down. And I pressed the wrong button. At least I'm special. I try to be, despite like my limited VTuber budget. At least the model is special. Most of all my other assets are just like random things I found on my computer. But hey, at least I'm being cost effective, kind of. I don't know, I just see one too many people just like straight out the gate with like very small followings buying live 2D models, and I'm just like, I don't know who has that kind of money to just like throw away, especially nowadays. Like streamers that keep interacting with the chat. I feel like those are great streamers. Like, I feel like there's not enough of them. Or it's just like, there's probably plenty of them, but it's just like, whenever it's just like too big of a following, it's hard to keep up with chat, so it's just like, for every 20 interesting messages, you just read like, maybe, like, 2 or 3. So sorry if the sprinklers are loud, it's kind of just like... Audio is not very well optimized in this game. But yeah, I interact with the chat a lot, mainly just because it's like, it's not very normal for me to get a lot of people tuning into streams. So whenever that happens, it's always nice. Keith Wagner. He's the one who tried to stab me a lot later. I need to get back on his good terms. But yeah, I feel like a lot of small streamers can't really afford to not interact with chat. Especially if they feel like they want to build. You did have a 97%. 97% chance for him to buy that. I did. I just don't want to get shanked again. Actually, yeah, he brought a shank to basically what is just a random encounter. I'm grabbing my baseball bat. This, and that guy wasn't even really addicted to anything. It was just the OG weed. I get shanked every time. That was the first time I ever got shanked. I didn't know these guys do that. I thought it was just with the harder drugs. Like, that man sounds very aggressive. It's like I could push my luck to pay for higher prices, but it's just like I would like to not get stabbed. And let's just activate all the sprinklers again. The ones that sound aggressive have weapons. Jesse and Greg have broken bottles? By water I mean beer bottle. I knew you meant glass bottles, but my dumbass just imagined... I did really imagine someone just like taking a water bottle and just like tearing a bit off it and just trying to like poke people to death with it. So I'm not German, however I do live in like Europe. It's cool you're German. Most of the viewers I get are Americans who decide to get on Twitch at like very early in the morning. Very cool. Anyway, it's time to sleep for only 3 hours. Let's see, contacts. You understood what I typed? I know some German. Not a lot, like, not enough for like conversations, but just like random phrases and a few other things. It's one of those languages where it's just like, it makes more sense to me reading it than it does having it said to me. And I think that's just like a brain thing. I don't know. Like, talking to people in our languages, I'm not very good at. But, like, reading things in different languages, that I don't have... I have a better chance at that than, like, talking with someone. But that's also, like, a social anxiety thing to begin with, so... You know, I feel like a lot of VTubers have, like, a social anxiety thing. And it's, like, understandably so, but it's just, like, you can really just... I'm better in English than German? Same. How much DOG do I have? Enough. Okay. But I do know that, like, a lot of people in Europe can speak English, like, very well. Sometimes even better than, like, Americans. And it's just, like, they speak it all the time. But it's just, like... a lot of... From what I experienced, just, like, a lot of Europeans are very bilingual. And most of the time, if you really can't speak the language in Europe, it's just like, they don't really take... Yeah, in Germany, they use, like, the British English, mostly just because there's not really... I wouldn't say it's... Okay, it is different than, like, American English, but in American English there's also, like, different dialects, just because the country is so big. So everyone's gonna have, like, their different ways of saying things. Whereas, like, Britain's kind of the same sort of dialect, which is just, like, it's proper English compared to American English. Austin. Food for you. You're back? No worries. Hold on. There's the guy that looks like Anthony Fantano. Sedating. Okay. Contacts. I'm gonna have to clean this up in a bit, but for now let's get the plants going. I just ran by the cops with so much weed on me. Where the hell is this dude? Oh. Can I interest you in a free sample to Green Daddy Purple? Nope. Okay, I'm being chased by the cops. And the police just gave up. Hey, Charles, a free sample? Don't mind me, officer. Just here with my friend Kathy. I dropped a beer can. Anyway, there we go. Pleasure doing business. On scroll sell everything you need to make meth, with the exception of pseudo. For that, you're gonna need to hook yourself with a supplier. I don't know any pseudo suppliers, so you're on for this one. There ought to be someone in Westville that can get you what you need. Alright, taken care of. Nope, fuck you. I have 10 weed on me. I cannot be, I need to get out of this body search. I wonder if it's this easy to evade police in real life. Packaging. Okay. I need a second dealer. This is getting a little out of hand. I'm gonna just go to the store and purchase more bags. I need it. Let's see, 72 bags. Welcome back. I'm just taking care of some, mild business stuff while I wait for, dead drops. Can we be friends? I don't really know you like that. And I know it's putting it a bit bluntly, but like, the internet is not exactly the safest place. Look, I just care a lot about internet safety, and it's just like... also just sort of very cautious to begin with on the internet, so it's just like... I do hope you tune into the streams as much as you can. It is nice to have company. I've just sort of learned very early on to sort of be wary of things that people say on stream. It's just something my Oshi at the time kind of just taught me, like, a year back, where it's just like... I guess, like, streaming etiquette, in a way. Or just, like, what to expect from streaming. Watched a streamer today, she kept saying bad words like... Oh. I mean, in all honesty, I have said... I do curse on streams. These streams are... the streams I do are not family friendly, I guess. I mean, like, I'm literally playing a game about manufacturing and, like, selling drugs. But yeah, there are people who curse on stream, and it's just like, you can be funny and curse. And then there are just some people who will just, like, every fourth word, they'll say some, like, off-the-wall thing, and it's just like... if you're gonna be edgy, at least be original with it. At least be, like, tasteful. And also, for some people, it's just like... they can't exactly help it, because that's just how they've, I'm also a person who doesn't really think too much before they talk, or it depends on the scenario. Like, whenever situations are, like, delicate or... Like, when they are delicate or it's just like I gotta watch what I say, I can. But most of the time, I don't think about it too much. Like, I think the more I think about, like, words in my head, I feel like I'm just gonna screw them up the moment they come out my mouth. It's like, you know those people who practice, like, a lot in their head, just, like, talking aloud, doing certain scenarios, and it's just, like, in preparation for something? And then, like, the moment they get up to, like, actually say what's on their mind, they kind of just screw it up. Yeah, you get it. It's like, it's the most, like... It's, like, disappointing in a way. It's just, like, it's very just... disheartening. Like, you... It's like you worked it out in your mind of, like, what exactly you want to say and how to get your point across. And then, like, the moment you start speaking it, all those finely refined word choices just jumble up like spaghetti. It's just very messy and all over the place. Right. I'm gonna get a beer. I'll be right back. I am back. And I forgot to mute my bike. Or my mic. Whoops. Yeah, those were just the sounds of me kind of just, rummaging around in my mini fridge, just like trying to get a beer out of the package. And something tells me that my gain is way too high, because I'm surprised it picks up things like that. Air. Oh, alright. But yeah, mini fridge, like, in, like, your room or, like, home office is, like, it's the most convenient thing. It's hard to describe, like, how convenient that sort of thing is, because it's just, like... For, like, focus reasons, it's just, like, if you're focused on something and you can't really leave the general vicinity, or it's just, like... You have something like a stream going on. And just like, you can step away for a few seconds, and then grab what you need, get right back to it. I kind of do it like all the time during streams, where it's just like making sure I stay hydrated, or just like maybe want a few beers while I play something, and it's just like it's very convenient. Also, sometimes I just don't want to see my roommates. And... I also tend to lose my train of thought, like, very often. Dad drinks a lot of beer. Yeah, in Germany is like... I feel like a lot of just like European countries very much just enjoy alcohol. Especially from my experience, it's just like... They're just... Oh, you know, you can have good dads that sometimes enjoy drinks. It's like, there are alcoholic dads, but there are also, like, good alcoholic dads. I don't know why people need to stereotype things. It's like, people in my family drink, but they're good people. It's like, I don't think any less of them because they enjoy alcohol. But yeah, one thing I noticed, well, since I've been living in Germany, or not in Germany, it's in Europe. My bad, I meant to say, like, Europe. I was just thinking of Germany, but it's just, like, a lot of European countries, like, especially, like, Germany as well, it's just, like, they do have, like, holidays, like, dedicated towards drinking. like there's holiday markets and Oktoberfest and all sorts of like smaller holidays where it's just like people do like indulge. And it's just like, that's kind of just like all over Europe for like various reasons. It's like, I thought like Americans really enjoy drinking, and it's just like, they do. But some of the antics I've seen out here for people who drink is, something else. I forgot I had deliveries. Alright, Joyce behind the pawn shop for 2 sour diesel. Yeah, a lot of messed up stuff happens to people in real life. And I don't want to get political on these streams, I never really do, but it's just like, there's just almost always just never really any positive news out there. It's like, even if positive things are happening, it's just like a lot of people would rather either focus on the negative things or there are just more negative things outweighing the positive stuff. I mean, it's a reasonable thing, like, I completely understand, that's a reasonable thing, it's just like, I feel the same thing as well, it's just like, oh, if I ever decide to, like, go out with people, it could always be, like, unfortunate that, like, those people you'd hear up on the news, that's, could be you, but it's just like, if you're smart about things, you know what to do and what not to do. Around, like, certain places and just in general. But yeah, the fear of that happening is a genuine fear, and it's just like, there's nothing wrong with... There's nothing wrong with thinking that sort of way, but I feel like you shouldn't let that... take over for you all the time. It's like, you can acknowledge that it's out there. That is something you can't really, like, play, like, blissful ignorance about. actually planning when you have your own apartment to start streaming yourself? I mean, go for it. Like, I started streaming mainly just to have people to talk to while I play video games. And I personally enjoy it. Like, it doesn't always have to be about, like, making a career out of things. Or, like, fame and whatnot. Sometimes you just want to play, like, video games you love while just chatting. But yeah, I did the exact same thing. Once I started living on my own, I would just, I started streaming. Having trouble making friends IRL, so just when you're on Twitch? I feel like nowadays it is, or since the introduction of like the internet, it's just like it is definitely has gotten easier to like make friends with people online. Even if you may like never meet them, it is a lot more possible nowadays to grow like genuine connections with people, even if you may like never see them. I'm turning down this audio. But yeah, online is just like there is... I don't know how to describe it, but there is definitely like a takeaway compared to IRL, which is very strange, but it's just like... There is practice... There is like, you know, you gotta be safe on the internet with just like... Sometimes there are people who are just like... out there for malicious things, but sometimes they're... But like, most of the time there's just people who are just like... just looking to blow off some steam, have genuine connections, that sort of thing. And I made a lot of things on friends, yeah. I would note that it would, like, definitely take some time to, like, build up any amount of following on, like, any streaming platform, really. Not to say it's not possible, but it's just, like, there probably will be, like, a long period of time where it's just, like, only a small amount of people are, like, tuning in for things. Like, I've been streaming for a very long time, and it's just, like, it's taken me forever to get, like, even get, like, 100 followers. But then again, it's just like it's also not really like my main goal when it comes to streaming. So there are probably people who are more, you know, mindset oriented about that sort of thing than I am. Yeah, definitely would say, like, don't go into streaming looking to be, like, top tier streamer in, like, very short amount of time. Got info about that already? Nice. I would just do with that what you will. Like, keep that in mind. The case I got famous fast. I don't know why that guy's famous. I don't fully understand it. But I also couldn't really care when it comes to... I don't know, I just don't really like... When it comes to a lot of, like, IRL streamers, it's just, like, it's the attitudes and, like, demeanors of certain things is just, like... It's hard to listen to that for, like, longer than, like, 5 or 10 minutes. Like, there's very few, like, non-VTuber streamers that I actually tune into. But then again, it's just like, I don't know, I feel like a lot of streamers haven't... I wouldn't say... Or I would say issues with just, like, feeling genuine in a sort of way. And that also kind of goes for just, like, a lot of YouTubers in general. It's just, like... Sure, they'll have, like, their catchphrases and whatnot, but it's just, like, if I find it hard to sort of relate at the end of the day and just see it for how it is, it's just, like, it's hard to just watch that for, like, videos on end. That might just be me. I'm your top favorite streamer and top 1 VTuber streamer? That is very sweet to hear. I I love that. Or I mean, I don't know about like VTuber, or I feel like just like, hold on, let me get away from the sprinklers. I know I could be doing better when it comes to VTubing, like I could probably invest more into like my actual setup. Just so I'm more than just like a PNG model. Like there's people with like actual animated models, overlays, and it's just like, you know, actual proper assets, and it's just like, the most I've like paid for and getting my worth out of is just like this PNG model that I'm using for like some visual representation. Like there are definitely people who put a lot more effort into their setups and possibly their schedules and just like everything in general when it comes to VTubing. It looks handsome. I appreciate that. I do just... I know I need to try taking a compliment, but it's just like I feel like I just need to critique for some reason. But yeah, this is a very nice model. I've only got like half of it shown. The other half is like, or I sort of like downsized it and just like hid it away. This is actually just like a transparent image from my reference template that the artist I worked with was kind enough to allow me to use it for a PNG tuber model. It's just like, also for all my assets, it's just like I gave credits where it's due down in my like bio page. But yeah, it's just like I wanted some sort of visual representation without having to resort to a webcam or spending hundreds or maybe even a couple grand on a proper VTubing model. So this is what I have right now. And it's just like, I'll upgrade it once I start seeing more return out of it. But for now, I'm fine with this. I don't make a lot of money to begin with. And things are always getting more expensive. So as much as I'd like to upgrade someday, it's not my biggest priority. Sorry that you have school tomorrow. I mean, it's Friday. Or it's like, it's near the end of the week. I have work tomorrow as well. Or just like, I also have like obligations that take me away from things I want to do. He's like, I don't really feel like going to work, but I need a paycheck. Had a Freya tag. Free tag. Oh, free tag. Or what's tag stand for? Freya. Oh, free day. Free day. Okay. Nice. Glad that you have a free day. Like I said, I know some German, not a lot. I can read it a lot better than I can speak it. Yeah, I wish I had a day off from, like, work just to do, like, longer streams or honestly just, like, take it easy. And just activate the sprinklers one more time before... Also have a birthday in exactly 21 days? Awesome. Well, I hope you have a very happy birthday whenever that comes around in 3 weeks. I'm not sure what I'll be doing in 3 weeks. Maybe I'll get a vacation. I don't really know. Let's see. When is my birthday? It's in November. Like later on in the year, so I got some time before that comes up.
Mm.
also has a November birthday. I'm not sure how common November birthdays are. I think they're quite nice. It's just like the weather is not too bad. Maybe a bit chilly, but it just that's just autumn in effect. Then in Europe, like the Christmas markets are open up around that time, and those are always nice. I think there's a lot to look forward to when it gets closer to winter. They're quite nice. Some people don't really like the cold, but I like them. Where is Jerry? I also like being in bed during the winter where it's just like, it's warm. I know that just like most of the time there's no real need to like get under the covers. It's just like when it gets winter in Europe, it's just like it feels like very nice just like being under the covers for I don't know, just warm and nice. Oh god, he's chasing me. Get away. I don't have a weapon. And he pulled a knife on me, that's great. How can you be addicted to weed of all things? Two or 3 years ago, it snowed a few days before Easter. I feel like it's always very sort of disorienting when it's just whenever there's just like extreme weather when it's not supposed to be. Like snowing when it gets closer to like, summer? That... It's a bit ridiculous. I can now hire Molly as a dealer. Okay. I only experienced it once in the life, and snow was like half a meter big. That is crazy. Like, sometimes you're just very surprised that snow can even, like, really pile up that high. And I know in, like, some parts of Europe, it's just, like, whenever it gets cold, it's more of just, like, windy and cold instead of, like, snowy. And then it also just, like, makes things crazy. Right, trade some items. I remember the last time it snowed, it was March, which is just like, it was just like something out of the blue, really. It's like, I thought it was just like done for the year, but it's just... really made me surprised, in all honesty. Got 480 Granddaddy Purple just sold at my house. I need to actually, like, hire people to, like, do this for me, just so it's not me running around. It's like, I could probably, like, afford the next place to set up things, but I just like this little cramped setup of mine. You know what, that's the next thing I'll work on. I'll work on getting a new place to set up. But yeah, I remember like a big problem with one of my... Whenever I would play with co-workers, it's just to like, we would like have a huge stockpile of things, and it's just like... It's great, like, having a lot of things stocked up, but most of what we had stocked up is just things that weren't really selling. So they would just pile up more than, like, we really needed to. I think that's how it was when I first started, like, making crystal meth, because it's just like, I didn't want to sell any at the moment. And it's just like, I just wanted to, like, collect them just so we had some amount of, like, supply. But then we just forgot to sell it for, like, a few hours, and it just piled up. But yeah, I definitely need to start, like, hiring people. Which customer do I hate the most? It's between Peter File, because of the name, and Keith, because of the amount of times he's tried to stab me. So it's between one of those two, and I can't tell which is worse. In all honesty, I have no issues with the customers, really. Mrs. Ming is my favorite. She is very cool. But I don't really hate customers. There are people who should definitely, like, get their name changed for obvious reasons. And then there's Keith, who somehow got addicted to weed so much he'll stab people over it. What's about the name Peter? So the whole name, Peter File, is... How do I describe this? It just sounds very close to... It sounds very close to pedophile. Is that a bad word? I just realized that it's mainly a English word. And not exactly... How do I describe this in a way that just won't get me in trouble on Twitch and makes perfect sense? A pedophile is someone who is into people, imaginary or real, under the age of 18. I'm also surprised that in a stream about dealing drugs... Wait, you mean the 18 stuff? Yes, R18 stuff, but basically... pedophiles are into things under 18. That's probably the best I'm gonna be able to describe things. Yeah, I'm... I feel like that's a more uncomfortable thing to explain, or it's a very uncomfortable thing to explain, somehow more uncomfortable than explaining to your parents about a game about dealing drugs. Look, like I said this before earlier in the stream. There are a lot of weird people who are into weird things on the internet. And also off the internet. There are just weird people in general. And... I ain't about that. There are a number of people on the internet, both famous and not famous, who have just screwed their lives over and their careers and everything they worked hard to get because they wanted to screw around with people they definitely shouldn't be. I will never understand why people do such things, and... I'ma just leave it at that. But yeah, liking R18 stuff. What am I smart in? A lot when it comes to computers and the internet. I studied a lot about computer stuff, from like programming to like computer parts and software, computer laws and ethic. I basically spent more time around computers than I have around people. Which, you know, I probably shouldn't do, but, you can make a lot of money just, knowing a lot about computers nowadays. You would be very surprised by, like, how much people don't know about computers. So it was from 8:30 in the morning to now on this PC. Damn. I mean, I'm not going to tell anyone what to do on their day off. That's something I completely understand. Like, I feel the exact same way. Sometimes it's just like... if I don't have to, like, go outside to take care of, like, errands... Your parents are gamers? Awesome. Mine are not. But they, like, do understand, like, how much, like, people are into video games nowadays. So, they understand that much. I have a few siblings who are very into video games. Not so much like variety gaming, they just kind of play whatever's like popular. Like Fortnite and like yeah, I guess mostly just like Fortnite and like sports games made by EA. Oh, yeah, I think having do got a friend that mom has no idea about devices. Her bank account got hacked twice and her son is only allowed to be on a phone for an hour? I am very sorry to hear that. But like... honestly, that's awful to hear. Just like... people... just like... technology has definitely gotten better. But it's also like... because it's gotten better, the people who've learned how to exploit technology to get what they want have also, like, kept up with the times. And I understand completely. I've been scammed on the internet as well which is just like why I also want to like gain a better understanding of how things work on the internet. So it's just like, not only do I ever have to go through that, not to be on device the whole day if it's a weekend, 14 hours. Honestly, that's pretty cool. I mean, remember to take breaks, just so you don't get, like, worn out, but, like... It's interesting seeing how, like... how some people... have a lot more restricted access when it comes to, like... electronics and the internet, and compared to... people who don't have such restrictions. In my opinion, you can spend as much time as you want on it, as long as it remains healthy and you just remember to take breaks. Like, I work on back hurts, though. Yeah, I understand completely. I have, like... my back also hurts. I have the posture of a shrimp. Like, you know how shrimps are, like, curved? It's just like, that's how my back feels sometimes, and it's just, like, very slouchy. Right? I'm gonna get a bungalow for 6K. Yeah, that's what I learned is just like if no matter like what like kind of chair you have, you need to have like some kind of like back support. It's like the only real time you need to like lean forward during a game where it's just like you're trying to like lock in and like try hard something, but it's just like other than that, no, you need to like give your back some rest. I have a very just sort of like crappy like dining room chair that I just have all of my coats and hoodies just sort of draped over as like back support. Like as a cushion. Just so like the shrimp posture does not get any worse than it already is. even worse shrimp posture than me. Like, some people have, some people have shrimp posture, and then they have, like, very hunched back posture, like, the Hunchback of Notre Dame. Like, like, there are certain... I feel it's like for people of, like, certain heights, they should not be slouching. It's just like... I'm a very short person. I know I should not be slouching. Because it's just like... I'm already short enough as it is, and it's just like slouching and posture issues. It's just like... It all makes it all worse, but it's just like people who are super tall, who slouch a lot, is just like... That must be awful on your back. Like, I feel like that genuinely hurts. Where? Oh, there's my lights. Okay. I don't know how I'm gonna organize this thing. But yeah, I work with a lot of people in tech support, and it's just like we all have like different like things that we're good at within tech support, and it's just like some of these people are like, you know, there are people who you'd expect to be in tech support. It's just like there's either like very scrawny, very skinny people, or it's just like people who are just like, let's just say very large in a sense. And then you just have like every other manner of person, where it's just like people who are like, it's like people who are very built and don't look like they should be working with computers, but instead at like a gym. And it's just like, and then there's just a bunch of people that's just like terrible shrimp posture. Do you think Germany is like about 100% Germans? No, no. Not at all. I mean, in Germany, there is a lot of Germans. That, don't get me wrong, that's in the name. It's like, I feel like there's a lot of people from other countries who live in there as well. Like, there's definitely some Americans who live in Germany. It's like, I think there's like some like American military bases in Germany. But that's just because just like the Americans have military bases everywhere. And hey, there's probably people from like other countries within Europe that live in Germany. Probably countries with like similar cultures. I couldn't guess what countries though. That's beyond me. In school, there's like 20% Germans and 80% everything besides Germans. Yeah, I'm... I am genuinely curious as to why, besides, like... I know, like, some people are in Germany for, like, job reasons, but it's just, like... I mean, I'm in Germany for, like, job reasons. It's just... Or, not Germany, just Europe. I keep saying Germany. I don't know why. You get free money even though you don't need to work? How does that work? Is that just a German thing? I don't know what that means. You get money for just living? That sounds so much better than, like, in America, where you have to pay to basically breathe. And get money for children? Okay, that's actually pretty cool. You think more people from places would, like, move to countries with better opportunities? I don't know, I just sort of think about how America is imploding a bit. Mainly just because they don't know how to elect people to properly run countries. I don't know. But yeah, it's cool that people get money to basically just live in the country. Instead of just like work for like hours on end for Burger is just spoken burger and then guild. What does guild stand for? Burger money. Burger equals citizen. Oh, citizen money. That makes a lot more sense. That is a word I did not know, and burger money sounds like the most American, like, phrase ever. But yeah, citizen money makes more sense. I found it very hard that it's just like some languages, like French, Danish, German, they have a number of words that's just like this used to be spoken Hansvir. I don't know how it's written. It's just like I learned from like living in Europe as someone who's used to mainly speaking English. It's just like a lot of words that I've learned, a lot of words and like phrases and terms. It's just like some of them make sense because they are just very easy to either remember or they're like easily like anglicized in a way. Where it's just like translating them is not as hard as you think because they sound very much like words in English. While other words are you think they mean something, and then it's just like it's something like completely out of the blue. wouldn't say I have very good understanding of European languages. Mainly just enough to sort of get around certain countries. Understand, like, the train systems. But also mainly just, like, another thing is just, like, learn how to ask for English in any given language. Whenever it's just, like, I need to give up. Train system up I can introduce to... Oh, let's just say I know enough about the I know enough about the atrocity that is the Deutsche Bahn train system. Navigating the Deutsche Bahn train system, on some days, it's pretty easy. But most of the time, it's like always 40 to 60 minutes late. Yeah. Trying to be on time with the Deutsche Bahn train system and just like... Navigating that thing while trying to be on time with wherever you're trying to go is like trying to find your way out of like some sort of like Greek labyrinth. It is like ridiculous to like find your way through. And sometimes you're just stuck at the train station for like yeah, sometimes they just speak like way too quickly to catch all the little nuances of what random mishap is causing a train to be like nearly an hour late. A lot of time I just like disregard a lot of words. No. Airplanes... I feel like airplanes are a lot easier to like understand the pilots and what they're trying to say. The intercom system for the Deutsche Bahn train system feels like you're trying to talk through a drive-through window for like McDonald's. Or it's like... Imagine if you wrapped like a cup in... Because they got the McDonald's Wi-Fi. I get it. You joke about that, but I feel like I genuinely feel like I'm old enough to remember not to... Like, I'm old enough to remember when McDonald's didn't have Wi-Fi within restaurants. So you were just kind of stuck there, just like staring into space while waiting for your food. But yeah, when it comes to the Deutsche Bahn train system, it's just like, I just... Gotta go sleep in 20 minutes. Yeah, I need to end the stream sometime soon as well. I gotta get ready for work. Or at least just, like, make sure, like, everything's good to go. Skin has been really itchy the past day. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope it gets better. It's not a very pleasant feeling having irritated skin. Honestly, for this last day for the stream, I'm kind of just waiting for the warehouse to open up so I can get a botanist to start growing things. Let's see. Where's the mayor's house? Will I be live tomorrow? I'm not sure. It depends on how I feel after work. Like, sometimes after work, it's just like, I feel like I have enough energy to, like, stream for a few hours. But sometimes it's just like, I'll be, like, very mentally drained. As what do you work? I work in, like, tech support. So sometimes dealing with people who are very inept with computers. Doing that kind of wears me out. As why is mentioned, just like I really just like try and be like safe on the internet as much as I can. I know it's hard to explain idiots how stuff works. I completely understand. I try very well, or I try very hard not to make people I work around seem stupid for like sometimes people get asked to like sometimes I get asked to do something, it's just like something is broken and it's either they didn't check the very like simplest thing, or it's just like the way to fix it is very simple. Like sometimes something is just unplugged and it's just like it takes more effort to walk to like that part of the building than it is to like crouch down, plug it in, and go about the rest of my day. Yeah, working in tech support has made me realize that, like, despite all of, like, a lot of things ran off computers, one of my dumbest customers. So, I work in kind of an office building, right? And it's just like, there is just like a... There's people we see quite regularly for some very dumb things. This happened today. There's this guy who works in the office, and he is very quite old. And for some reason, his, like his, card, like the card that he uses to, like, you know, like a key card. You use it to, like, plug into the computer, right? He comes to tell me it's just like, hey, my key card isn't working. And it's just like trying to make me feel stupid. But like the thing is, all of the key cards are like very laminated, right? Like they have a plastic film on top of the key card to protect it. And this guy had been working for so long that the plastic film on top of the key card has just been like severely worn down and was getting stuck in like the key card reader like every time he would try to use it. Because I tried my key card with the same computer and it's just like, hey, mine's working, yours isn't. Old people, yeah, it's just they get paid they get paid a lot of money to, I don't know what they do. I understand completely that my job allows people who are paid more than me to do their job, but even then, I don't know. Uh, I don't know what some people do in this building. Yeah, old people are just, I don't know what to say. Old people in Germany that are over 65 are going in rent. They get money each from the government. Okay. So it's like they don't exactly need to work. Want to hire an employee, a botanist. They can't work anymore with the old body. I'd say that. Yeah, there are still some people who are, like, in their 60s who have, like, better work ethic and capability than some people in their, like, 20s and 30s. Sorry if you hear random screaming, my roommates are insane, but... There are people who have, like, definitely work a lot harder than others I work with, even though they are much older. Can I place this on the... Okay. Coca seed. Okay. But yeah, there are definitely old people. It's just like a lot of people don't work after 60, but like they definitely, there are some people who definitely do. Sometimes it's people like think it's better than retirement. You will 100% miss me when you stop streaming or when you need to go. Don't worry, I'll be back. I don't have a schedule, but I do try and stream, like, as often as I can. Like, either every day or, like, once every few days. Schedule one. It'll be whatever I feel like playing. That's kind of how it is. Might be some schedule one, might be something else. It depends all on how I feel. It's like, I am very much a variety streamer. I can't really play the same game for like hours on end. What games do I live stream? I live stream a lot of things. Sometimes I'll do playthroughs of games. Sometimes I'll just play things like, I don't know, yeah, I pretty much just stream anything as much as I can. It'll just be whatever feels like it's interesting at the time. Sometimes it's just like whatever's new on the Steam market for like horror games or whatever. Sometimes it's various indie games, sometimes it's like AAA games that I've been waiting for a while. It's also just like another reason as to like why I don't make any schedules. Minecraft is fun. The Resident Evil franchise in general is just very, very good. There are some games that are like not as good as the others, but like the newer games are definitely a lot fun. Especially like the remakes. Those are really fun to play through. How do I... Resident Evil 8 was the first one I watched and then found out Ethan and his wife were in Resident Evil 7. Yeah, I think, yeah, 7 was part of the newer installments, and then 8 is also oh yeah, 7 is really scary. 8 is like not as scary, but like still like scarier than like 5 or 6. Didn't watch 5 or 6. They kind of, how do I describe it? They're not very good. I think it's just because, like, before 7 or 8 came out, all of the... Like, before 7 or 8 came out and before the remakes for things, the Resident Evil franchise started off scary, but then just continued to get more action-oriented, which was just a very... kind of took away from what made the franchise good. I didn't know they remade games 1 through 4, which is like... that's nice. I don't think I've managed to see everything for those games. It's like, I heard the remakes were very well received. The graphics were really poopy. I mean, they're better now. Gotta go? That's okay. It's great that you tuned in. I really do appreciate it. Hopefully you could catch another stream whenever I feel like streaming. Bye. Alright. I'll probably need to end the stream because my roommates will not stop yelling. And I kind of... right now, things to do. Where is Shirley? I need to buy another shelf. Do I have one back at the motel? I do not. Okay. Alright, time to sleep, and that's all the time I have for right now. Alright. I'm gonna call it stream for right now. This was fun. I feel like I got a lot of progress done, but I definitely could have managed things better. But I was just having fun, so fuck it. I don't know when I'll tune into things. It all kind of just depends on when I feel like playing next. But yeah, I need to get going. It was great being able to just chat and chill with everyone who tuned in. I'm not sure when or if I'll be able to stream this weekend. I'll figure things out as they come along. Anyway, that's all the time I have for right now. This is Aros, and I'm signing off. See ya!